This episode is brought to you by the Slash and Cast Podcast Network. Discover all of our shows at slashandcast.network.
Look at you all Christmassy with the Christmas tree behind you.
Hello. Christmas.
Can't see any of the tree.
Yeah, you can. You can see the tree. It's right there.
The giant head kind of blocks it, but...
All right. All right.
I guess we should introduce what episode. What is this episode?
No clue. It's the Christmas episode.
It is our Christmas episode for sure.
Christmas episode, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry
everybody.
Christmas episode number.
Happy Hanukkah.
Hold on.
Happy Hanukkah.
We're getting episode number 39.
39.
Yeah. Hitting the big 4-0 next.
That better be a big one.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. We
Yeah.
gotta step it up. But happy Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and
Kwanzaa
and all that stuff.
whatever it is you celebrate.
This is it. This is as good as it's gonna get when it comes
Yep.
to Christmas episodes. So
Yep. So this is the Thing with Two Heads podcast. And what have you done? Oh, I got a text message from a guy who said, "Hey, could you ask Chris Nelson if he'd be willing to make me Fear Street masks?" And I said, "You clearly don't watch our podcast."
yeah, there's a lot of those. I'm still getting messages of people asking me for rehauls and make them masks. I'm like, clearly you don't watch the show.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll make you a Fear Street mask, whatever you want. Sure.
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm on it. I will jump on that over the Christmas break.
I'm wearing my hoodie because it's fucking cold as hell in the house today.
I turned the heat on.
Yeah, saving
Stephanie
a few nickels.
hates when I turn the heat on. She hates it.
Because I'm cheap.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the opposite of Nay and I. I'm the one that's like, we don't need the heat on. Just put a hoodie on, which is what I did, and I'm fine.
Right.
But if I took it off, I'd be freezing. So,
Well, if I put a hoodie on, here's the thing. If I'm in my house and I put a hoodie on, and Stephanie always says this too, she's always like, put a sweater on. And she sounds like that too. But I'll put some on, but we have cats, so it gets covered in cat hair. And I hate having to lint roll all my clothes because everything I own is black. So I don't want to do that. So here's the thought. Let's turn the heat on. I'm paying for it anyway.
all right.
Just put
The only problem with the heat in our house is the upstairs just roasts. Downstairs will be perfect, but
Right.
upstairs it gets so hot up there. It's like, oh my God. It's like you walked into a sauna. So it's
That's a problem. Heat
That's a
rises.
that's what they say. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you guys came to the party the other night. It was great seeing you and having you both there. And
We had a really good time. It was a good party and we had fun. We
I'm
talked to
glad.
people. It was great. It was a very festive. I got home and I realized that I ate a tremendous amount of those sugar cookies. Like pretty much all of them.
What's funny is there was 3 left last night before I went to bed.
I was being courteous.
Yeah, thanks. So I was looking at them and I go, I'm going to eat those cookies tomorrow. And I got up, I went to bed, and then Nay and Tina got up because Tina's staying with us right now. They got up to go whale watching. They went to see they didn't see a single whale. Complete wasted day.
It's winter. There's no whales to see right now.
Yeah, there weren't. I get up and I mosey downstairs. Gone. I was so mad.
Oh, they ate them?
They ate, Nay ate all 3 of them.
Oh, that's brutal. Where'd you get them?
I just bought them at Ralph's.
Oh,
But
those are the best. I love those. Are my favorite cookies, like Ralph's sugar cookies with
Yeah.
almond. I love that shit.
yeah, so I
Anyway.
actually I have a tradition. This is going back to when I was a little kid. My Aunt Robin and I always baked Christmas cookies together. It was just kind of our tradition, and I've been doing it even when she doesn't come over. So she'll still come over and do it. She was here. She wasn't able to come to the party this year, but she came early that morning and stopped by to drop off a gift and stuff. But I still make sure every year I bake the cookies, and I like to put the frosting on them. The ones that are in the tube. That's
Sure.
my favorite. Oh,
Oh,
I'll just sit there and like scoop them off of the friggin' tray, put the frosting on them, and I don't like the frosting to get hard. I want it fresh out of the tube. So
Sure.
I decorate it as I eat it. So
right.
that's my jam.
It's been a year. It has been a hell of a year.
It's been a pretty good year though.
It's been a great year for me.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I've thought it. Yeah, it's been a good year.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the little break, although I've been working my ass off for the last few days, just getting the house ready and clean for that party, and then
Yeah.
I made this stupid, huge mistake of deciding to do an auction last night that lasted 4 hours and 46 minutes.
You know, it's so funny when you started advertising that. I was like, what is he fucking thinking? What is he thinking?
Well,
and do you ever sleep? I'm like, does this guy ever sleep?
I do.
Horror expert Sean Clark, do you ever sleep?
Yeah. So anyway, and then I've spent all day today trying to like figure out who won what and trying to reach out to people and get their addresses to then calculate how much shipping is. It's just such a headache. I hate doing it, and I don't know why I did it. But
I don't know why
people are all like, yeah, the auctions are back, and I'm like, no, they're not back. This is like a one-off. Happy holidays.
You do it because it makes people happy. That's why you do it.
It's funny. People do really like it. I mean,
Well, yeah.
I don't know why, but they do. It's kind of like the show. I don't know why people like it, but but here they are. So we're grateful. So I guess let's see. We got a few things to get to here. Wait, first off, I want to get a shout out to Maggie Matter, who, by the way, won the biggest item last night on the auction. She went big last night, but she sent us some cookies.
I put my glasses on. Oh,
you have yours.
I have in this bag?
Yeah. You have. I gave you her.
My bag.
Oh, his arm came off. Oh no.
Oh, got a bag of stuff.
I ate the witch. I already ate the witch, so you have to show the witch.
Oh, you ate the witch?
I did eat the witch. And I got to be honest with you, Maggie didn't make these. She ordered them from some company that I don't know if I should say what the name of that company is, because that cookie was god awful. But they look really cool.
How much you want to bet I eat this cookie? And I'm like, this is awesome.
I want to see you try one.
Really?
Yeah, please.
Okay. All right.
I mean, hey, Maggie didn't make them, so we can't hurt her feelings. And it's the thought that counts, and I'm super appreciative, and they look amazing. But
So
that
here's all
cookie
the cookies.
was like
I'm looking at my cookies.
sawdust.
Sorry about the crunkly. Here's the witch.
Yeah, I ate the witch, so your witch's arm's broken too, just like my pumpkin.
Is it?
Her arm's broke. See, look, this guy's his arm's off, man.
The witch.
It's funny. The
witch.
cookies actually came bubble wrapped, which I thought was funny.
There's the witch and skeleton. Got the here's the pumpkin man. There's the pumpkin.
Yep.
And then I got this one. There's that one.
Yep.
And then I also got this one. Pretty cool. TV with the flashing pumpkin guy. That's pretty awesome. Looking forward to trying that.
I want to see you eat one right now.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do I eat?
Make sure you have a beverage nearby.
I do. I
Okay.
have a beverage in my pumpkin glass right
Okay.
there. See?
Okay. 'Cause you may need it.
Really? Is it that bad?
I felt like it just it dried out my mouth immediately.
All right. Which one should I eat?
I think
I don't-
they all look the same, so just pick one.
Well, I don't want to eat one of the.
Here we go. You know what?
I'm
I'll
gonna
eat
go
one.
for this one. I'm going for this one.
You know what? I'll eat that one too.
All right.
Because I'll give it another try. How do you open this thing? There we go.
And packaging. See, get off my lawn right there. Packaging.
Packaging. Oh boy, I've got some get off my lawns for tonight. I don't even know where to begin with those. Here we go.
Here we go.
You ready?
Yeah. Here we
Here
go.
we go. Bite into Nick's head.
Not so bad.
It's not so good either.
Very crunchy.
Give Stephanie a piece.
Steph, you want to try this?
What is it?
It's a Michael Myers cookie that was gifted to us. Here, give it a shot.
Is that from the top of the?
No, it's not from the top of the cupboard. Those were 2 years ago. Somebody said those. I'm not touching those. What do you think of that? She's like, "Meh, not so bad.
It's all right.
It's all right. I don't think it's that bad. It's kind of
The
tasty.
candy shell on top makes it.
Yeah.
I've got.
Otherwise, the cookie doesn't really taste like anything. Did someone make
Oh.
that?
Some company that came from a company that
Well, that's
sells
very
them.
nice.
I mean, it's
I'll,
sweet
Good
that
job. A for effort.
yeah. I give them an A plus for their design, just
You
not
reading
their
that?
taste.
I actually don't mind it.
Creepy
Actually,
sweets.
I don't think it's so bad.
Okay, well maybe they'll send you a batch.
I'll take more of these. I'll eat this whole thing.
I'll take a pass on getting some more of these. But I
Tell your
appreciate.
fans to follow at Creepy Sweets.
Creepy sweets.
Show the
Yeah.
label.
It's creepy sweets, everybody.
Yeah,
There's an underscore in there and something.
Chris,
Creepy
this is
sweets.
like Siskel and Ebert. Like Chris is going thumbs up, I'm going thumbs down. I give them thumbs up for design.
Absolutely.
They look amazing.
Absolutely, they do. Yeah.
Could work a little harder on the taste area. That's just my opinion. So I won't be getting any care packages from Creepy Sweets. I don't think.
I'll take all your care packages. Creepy sweets.
Um.
What else?
that'll-
do we do?
Oh, by the way.
We didn't finish talking about the year, or is that our New
Oh
Year's?
no, go ahead. Talk about the year, and I'll get into this other
No,
crap.
no, that's our New Year's show. That'll be our New Year's show.
Okay, reflecting back on the year 2021.
Yeah.
So I totally blew it. I had a stack I got I got 3 on the same day. I received 3 letters from watchers, viewers who had sent self-addressed stamped envelopes, for stickers.
Lovely. Sure, lovely.
I put those in one stack, and I put the envelopes that they came in another stack, and I accidentally picked up the wrong stack and shredded it, which means I shredded 3 of them with all 3 had the postage. So, but that's okay. I have stamps. No big deal.
Okay. Oh,
But the problem is on one of the 3, I cannot read exactly what this says. It's definitely Newcastle, Indiana, but the address is illegible, and the name is kind of illegible. It almost looks like it says Blatner. So
Blatner.
I don't know. Whoever sent this, if you obviously watch the show, please message me and let me know what your address is so I can get this sent to you. Thank you.
And Blatner.
Yeah.
I made that up. That's actually not the person.
Got a letter here. I'm going to read this one. Hi, Sean and
Ladders.
Christopher.
We get ladders.
I'm a longtime fan and absolutely love the show. My girlfriend thinks I'm nuts because she hears me laughing while in my office working while watching you guys. She now makes me watch a second time where after I tell her how funny you guys are.
And
It
then
was really
she realizes that we're not very funny.
Yeah. It was really cool to see you guys at the after party at Horror Hound Cincinnati. I'm glad someone else said it, but I've been saying how the effects done by Mr. Nelson are one of the best things about Halloween Kills. I especially love the bullet hole wound to the neck effect and the flashback scene, and would love to hear you talk about how you did that on a future episode. So not this
Not
one,
this
future episode.
Not this one.
Hope to see you guys at another con soon. First round is on me, but until then, I thought I'd send you a little something from Kentucky to enjoy. I also sent you some stickers from my podcast, which I'm moving to YouTube. Would love some from your show, Horror's Hallowed Grounds, and also some soft, healthy treats for JC. We were so sad to hear he wasn't feeling well. Hope he likes them. Finally, I found some of this powder. All right. So anyway, he sent these treats for JC.
Oh, lovely.
Very nice. However, these won't get wasted because I have 2 other dogs, but the vet actually told me not to give them healthy treats, that it's not good for him actually in the condition he's in. Give him, they pretty much said, feed him whatever he wants, like go crazy. Healthy stuff, unfortunately,
Junk food, kind of like what you eat, your diet.
Yeah, you just got to do what I do. And this guy also sent me some of this, thinking this was the talc, but no, this is the replacement stuff. I appreciate it, but this isn't the OG talc. But thank you, A for effort again. He also sent, you got a bottle as well. I gave you.
I did. It's right here.
He sent us this. I don't drink whiskey, but somebody will drink it. And,
I'll take a slug.
And here's his sticker from his podcast. I post.
Oh yes, I got that right here. Right there.
So,
thank you.
We appreciate
so much
it
for the kind gifts and comments. That's very nice of you. And yes, if we meet you at a convention, I'll let you buy me a drink.
Said, keep up the great work, especially the Get Off My Lawns. They're great. Here's a couple from me. I can't stand when people drive on the expressway in the fast lane when it's posted clearly that lane ends in 1,500 feet, yet they continue to use that lane, which causes traffic to bottleneck. Even worse, because they have to get 3 more cars ahead, infuriates me. Number 2, when someone sits at a red light in the turn lane and refuses to make a right turn on red. That bothers me too. Even when the green arrow, what the hell? Literally happened to me this morning. Thanks for doing your part to keep us entertained during the pandemic and making my working from home days go a little better. Jeremy Osborne.
Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I just took a swig of Jeremy's whiskey. And
oh, did you?
Holy.
Is it good? I'm not much of a drinker, as you know.
I know you're not.
Okay, here's the last one.
Yep.
Last one for letters. This is from Sean Sulozwick. Hi, Sean. Just want you to know I'm a big fan. You said in one of your videos to email for some stickers of Horror's Hallowed Grounds and Things with Two Heads. I was hoping I could get an autographed photo of you and Chris. And yeah, Chris signed one for you this weekend. Hoping to meet you at a con in the near future. I'm up in Massachusetts. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. Sincerely, Sean Suzlowicz. Something like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Thank you, Sean.
You are welcome. We'll get that handled. And
thank you.
No, I do have one more.
One more.
Hi, Christopher and Sean. I hope you enjoy your gifts. He's the gentleman that sent the T-shirts of his artwork and an original drawing.
I got it right here. This one.
Yep. I wanted to let you know how much I appreciate what you do. Listening to you on my way to and from work always makes me smile. Christopher, when I was a kid, I'm 47 these days, I dreamed of being an effects artist. That didn't come about, but I'm an artist of the painting kind, and I make Halloween props. Thank you so much for your inspiration. Your talents know no bounds.
Ooh.
Sean, I'm so very jealous of your amazing career. Oh, really? Okay. To have the opportunity to know some of the most amazing people in the horror cinematic world, and to even have to even call some of them your friends sounds wonderful. Your videos are freaking awesome. Do you guys have a favorite Vincent Price movie and or character? Lots of love and respect from Australia, Michael. P.S. It wouldn't suck if you wore the shirts on your show or perhaps on set of, say, the new Halloween movie. I'm looking at you, Mr. Nelson. Anyway, so
I will gladly wear this shirt. Thank you from all the way from down under.
and he
I
sent
will
me.
gladly wear this shirt on set.
There's mine.
And yes, I will wear this shirt on the set of Halloween Ends.
And I actually really
so thank
like
you for this. I really
really
appreciate it.
like
It's
the
very
original
cool.
the original drawing you did for me too.
Is that what this is too? Yeah.
That's an original. It's a Michael original.
Look at that.
Yeah. I like his stuff. It's cool.
It is cool. Yes. Very sublime. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's
you guys
awesome.
Want to check him out online? There's his Instagram and Michael Norman.
Check out Michael Norman. He's sending art. He's doing art.
He's doing art and he's doing it hard. So hey, do you want to go ahead and
he's hedging it hard.
He is. The art is all up in there. Do you want to explain the bullet thing for the guy? The since he wanted to know.
Oh, the bullet thing.
The flashback bullet.
How he did it? How he did it? I guess it's a semi-interesting story. It was a full neck prosthetic, silicone that covers the entire neck, blends under the jawline, and down under the thing, and it's got a bladder up inside it, a latex bladder that goes to the bullet hole, and made a little silicone plug that fills in that hole. And what I do is I inject some blood into the bloodline. I'm usually right underneath him. Inject some blood into the bloodline, and then I take a bicycle pump, a portable CO2 bicycle pump thing. So I inject the line with blood, and then I take the CO2 thing, and right when they want the gunshot to happen, I pop it, and the CO2 air pops it out and pushes all that blood out of the neck. And we did it the first time, and I think the actor stepped on the line and it didn't work. And then we did a second take, and his neck position wasn't in the right position, and it didn't work. And there was a lot of frustration on set. I said, I got it. We got this. Don't worry. Let's do one more take. And we got this. And we did the third take. And that's the one you see in the movie. And it worked. So that's how we did it. And then he lays on the floor. And then he lays on the floor with it when he's laying there and all the blood's gushing out of it. He lays there and just pulled that out of my ear. He lays there, and we have I guess a Hudson sprayer, a pressurized blood pump that we just pump, and it comes out. And there you go. It was a fun gag. It was a fun gag to do upstairs in the old Myers house with the 78 shape and shooting a guy in the neck. That was a fun evening.
The Myers house.
Myers house. You can't go up there.
Watch anything lately? I mean, we haven't done a one of these in a while, so you've probably seen some stuff by now.
I have. I watched a movie called Old Henry, which was great.
No.
Really enjoyed it, and I want people to take knowledge of this, because all I do is get shit for not liking anything. And this is a movie that I really liked. It's a Tim Blake Nelson. It's a Western. And I love Tim Blake Nelson. He's an amazing actor. And Oddly enough, Stephanie was like, came across it on Amazon. Says, "What's this movie?" And then we watched the trailer, and I went, wow, "I know what's going to happen just based on the trailer. I know I can predict the whole thing."
Mhm.
But we were like, let's watch it anyway. So we watched it, and it was surprisingly really, really good. A little bit
Were
of a
you
slow
right?
burn.
Did you predict the whole thing?
Some of it, I did, but I did predict it. But I will say this: that there's a moment where when I was a kid, I had this strong interest in a certain period of history, and based on watching the movie, in about, I don't know, 20 minutes in or so, there's these clues that they leave you, and I'm going, and I just picked up on it, that it was a certain, this is about this certain guy and a certain piece of history.
Mhm.
And I wasn't sure if I was right, but I was pretty positive. And then the movie plays out, and I was like, "Oh, I was right!" Like it's really cool. I highly recommend it. It's a cool movie, and there's a moment towards the end where you're like, "Oh, it pays off so well." It's kind of like a Unforgiven meets Outlaw Josie Wells kind of vibe, and it's good. It's well shot, well acted, interesting, very cool. Stephen Dorff is in it. Tim Blake Nelson and Stephen Dorff. I remember the name. Anyway, but it's a good movie. I highly recommend it.
Stephen Dorff of the famed film The Gate.
The Gate. Yes.
So everybody remembers
I watched the season finale of Succession last night.
You know,
I'm a big fan of.
I've been considering. I've been hearing so many good things about it. I've been considering getting into that show. It's good.
Good movie. Good show. I like that show. It's a good show. It's there are times where you're like, God, these people are so shitty. Like they're the most shitty people ever. But it's interesting. It's well shot. And it's really well acted. And I don't know. I just got hooked on it. And I usually don't get hooked on television series. It's very unlike me. But I like it, and watched the season finale last night, which was pretty interesting.
They started a new season of Dexter, and I have to admit it's been really good so far. I've been really enjoying it.
But I hear good things about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still going. Saw an episode last night. I'm liking it. And then went and saw the new Ghostbusters.
Oh,
I liked it. It was good. I mean, it a little too long. It kind of dragged in the middle a bit. But yeah, it was surprisingly a lot better than I expected. I thought, honestly, the ending with them, like obviously, everybody's heard that Aykroyd and Murray and all that, they come back, but I thought that was a little unnecessary. You really didn't need it, but it was cool. And I don't want to spoil. Most people have heard by now. There's kind of something that happens at the end, but maybe I shouldn't spoil it. Just in case somebody hasn't seen it. But
I haven't
how
seen
they,
it.
huh?
I haven't seen it, but I know how it is.
You already know. You've already heard about it.
Yeah, a friend of mine told me.
Yeah, I saw it on the internet, multiple times before I saw the movie. So, all right, spoiler alert! Everybody, run out, or do this for a second.
Hit pause.
So Harold Ramis comes back as a ghost, and I got to be honest with you, it looked amazing. CGI was perfect, and we are live, right? Well, no, we're not live. That's right. I can edit this out. Yeah.
Hi, Chris. Just wanted
Hi,
to
Nay.
say hi real quick.
Hi.
I like your tree.
Thank you. It was good to see you the other evening.
Likewise. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend much time with you and Stephanie, but you know how it is when there's a ton of people.
No, I know. You just weren't interested in talking to us. That's cool.
I was trying to think of a nice way to tell you, but you already read through it, so.
She doesn't remember you were even here.
I know. I trust me, I know.
Boy, I will tell you though, at the end of the party, boy, the her and Darren, it was her.
Yeah, how did it end?
Oh
You
my
don't want
god!
any of that. It's whiskey.
What?
I just had a sip. That's all.
Me and
Yeah,
Darren.
what do you want?
Nothing. I'm just talking to Chris right now.
Like, yeah, okay.
You can leave the room right now.
You're not including Will's girlfriend who was stoned.
Wait,
Wow.
what happened? What happened after I left?
So once people started to disperse, it was basically Will Sandon, his girlfriend, Nay, and Darren were left standing, and everybody but Will and myself were pretty lit. Let's just say, and
Right.
Darren was like next level. Darren and Nay were next level, like. Like I basically had to tell Darren, dude, you need to crash here tonight. You cannot drive. So he stayed the night. But yeah, no, it was loud and obnoxious. And
Really?
yeah,
I'm sorry, I missed it.
yeah, they were having fun. But yeah, no, that was fun. It was great. It was cool, like having Nick over and Skeet and my buddies Ryan, David, and Sandy. It was a good group, and it was fun. And the white elephant thing was fun, and had
I
a good time.
enjoyed the house getting filled up with Duraflame fumes. I enjoyed that a lot.
Let's not blame Duraflame. Let's blame that cheap knockoff company because that wouldn't happen with a Duraflame. I made them. I mean, but the problem was I went to 2 stores and they were all sold out of Duraflame. So I'm like, well, this is the only brand they have.
Right.
I'm not throwing another one of those on the fire. Thinking, yeah, we almost died. But let me see. What else have I seen? I saw the Last Night in Soho. Did you see that yet?
I haven't seen that.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's I thought it was a little predictable. They kind of made it. I mean, they made it like a big reveal sort of thing. It was like, oh, I thought that was kind of obvious, but but it's good. It was different than I expected. Really, I mean, Edgar Wright's a great filmmaker. I mean, he knows how to shoot stuff. Sometimes he over stylizes, I think. But it was really well done. Oh, and I have to say, I finally finished Malignant.
Jeez.
Did you finish it?
No.
I kind of think you should.
I fast forwarded it and watched the whole. I mean, I knew what the deal was, and then I got to the end and like the double face lady with fighting the big action sequence. I saw all that and stuff like that.
I mean, here's the thing. I had no idea. I mean, I had heard like the comparisons to like, Basket Case and stuff like that. And so I figured out, okay, that twist, if you will, but I didn't know it was going to go crazy fucking John Wick style.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, it was so over the top. I have to admit, I enjoyed it. I thought the opening scene of the film was so campy and so cornball that I was like, I thought this movie was supposed to be great. But I was thinking, when I was thinking it's supposed to be great, I'm thinking this is going to be like a really good, scary horror film. Instead, it's just a crazy, wacky horror film,
Right.
But at the end of the day, I was like, this is kind of, I mean, I'm hearing rumor or they're talking about a sequel. Please, no, don't do it.
They will.
This movie does not need a sequel, or leave it alone.
Right. No, they won't. They won't.
No, there's talks apparently.
No, I know they won't leave it alone.
Oh, they won't leave it alone.
They'll do a sequel for sure.
Yeah. So, but I wanted to go back and give it another shot.
Maybe when I'm on location, I'll give it a shot. I'll lay one rainy Sunday afternoon and I'll watch it.
I also watched Black Friday, not Black. With Bruce Campbell and Devon Sawa.
How was that?
They were great in it, but it was just it's supposed to take place at a toy store on Black Friday, and this is literally it looks like they went to one of those empty, like what used to be a Toys R Us, and threw a few things on the shelves. I mean, it looked so empty. It was like, man, I was talking to Devin about it actually. I'm like, you think they could have, production value a little, even some fake boxes? I mean, it just looked empty.
Right.
How do you have people running through a store fighting to get merchandise that really isn't there? But it, it is what it is. It's a cheap horror film. And let me see what else. Oh, I watched obviously I'm sure you did too, watch the Beatles doc.
I did. Yeah.
That was that, I'm not a big Beatles fan, right? But I was like so intrigued by it. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that I'm a musician. I've been in the studio and all this stuff. And I just was really fascinated by their process and watching how they did things. And it's like, I walked away from this going, wow, Paul was definitely the guy. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
I did watch it. I was very excited. I am a Beatles fan. I thought it was tremendously long-winded and could have been cut down so much. I thought it was redundant and annoying and but at the same time moments of inspiration and genius. It was there's these little nuggets of like where you're going, oh my God, that's that song, and that's how they did it, and that's how they came up with it, and that's who came up with it, and that's how they pieced it together. That stuff was amazing. I wish they'd have just cut together those moments and left it at that, Peter Jackson. I just felt it was so long and so redundant, so skewed. I felt it was skewed as well. I felt based on the editing, because you have to keep in mind that, that's all footage that Peter Jackson cut together to create the narrative that he wanted to create.
Yeah.
So I think that, there was a narrative that he leaned into and made you think. One thing that annoyed the fuck out of me was Yoko Ono sitting there, constantly sitting there, just going through mail and stuff like that while they're trying to write songs.
I know.
And trying to communicate with each other. And she's sitting there going through mail and sorting stuff, and just, oh God, that annoyed the hell out of me. I just wanted to reach into the screen and tell her to get out, like, get out of there.
Well, I mean, I'm with you on that, but I felt even worse towards that when Paul brought his kid, when Linda's daughter was there, running around and like while they're playing, like I was like, we're fucking trying to rehearse it. As a musician, I would have been like, get this fucking kid out of here, but clearly they knew they had to walk on eggshells with Paul, and same
one
thing
with
I John like too, obviously.
Yeah. I like the fact that you realize that the process of the Beatles wasn't unlike most musical process between musicians. I'm a musician as well, and I always, you have this myth or this belief that the Beatles just sat down together and churned out gold with ease. And that's one thing I did like about the documentary, is that you realize that they really had to work at it, and they really had to figure stuff out, and they really had to try 100 different things before they landed on where it should actually go. And even then, that didn't happen until the recording process. So I thought that was really cool. That part.
I mean, it definitely was too long. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times did we have to hear "Get Back"? I'm sick of that song. Dude. Oh my God,
dude.
But I did really enjoy like seeing like Paul literally write, like
everything.
Let It Be, like right there, like at the piano.
That was amazing. Yeah.
You're sitting there watching him like do it,
Yeah.
Which I thought was crazy. but and it also makes you, and it didn't really change my opinion at all, because I've always kind of felt like Ringo was just like lucky to be there, and Ringo literally sat back, didn't say shit, and just did what they told them to do, and he just, you know, and clearly George was a frustrated musician who's super talented, but not as talented as those two, you know,
Right.
And he was frustrated.
Well,
I
actually got kind of a new respect for Ringo on that.
Oh, really?
Oh, I did. Only in that, here's a guy that sat. What I did realize is that he did sit there and he listened. He sat there for hours and listened to everything they said and contributed, and only in that he was ready with the beat. I thought it was really inspiring that he sat there, and as soon as they started experimenting and toying, he was right there with them. He there. It wasn't like, "Where's Ringo? Can we get him in here?" Or, "Dude, are you gonna be?" He was right there. He was he was very attentive, paying attention, on it. He was I thought that was a testament to his patience, if anything.
But although at the same time, though, they were under the gun because Ringo was going to film a movie, you know, which is kind of like, really, dude? I would have been like, you're in the Beatles, bro.
They all had their thing, you know. I mean, you have Ringo's doing a movie, John's got Yoko, and he's distracted to whatever because he was out the night before with fucking David Bowie or whomever, you know. You know, or
you turn that down. Whatever the fucking, what is that? What is that? Law and Order.
they all had their issues, and that's kind of one of the cool things about it, is that you realize that they all had some kind of issue. Again, going back to the mythology of, they came in and they sat down and they created gold, and then they went home and counted the money. You know, it's just crazy
to think that was their last ever live performance.
Yeah.
You know, that's just nuts. That was it.
And it is cool that, you know, it started off in some studio with cubes, that they were going to have a cubist set, and you know, and then it went to somewhere else, and then they were going to go to Greece, and then they were going to perform in this, and how it evolved, and it ended up they're on the roof of the building that they're actually in. You know?
Well, it's funny is like that manager guy kept pushing that Greek amphitheater. He just kept pushing it, and they just kept going, "No, don't really want to go do that," you know.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
That was a good doc. I also watched the Alanis Morissette doc, which was actually
that
was really good. I enjoyed that. It was cool seeing like the from the perspective of the bandmates too, you know, like what's his face from the Foo Fighters, you know, how
Taylor Hawkins,
how he had to make that decision, which was you know, here he is in a huge successful act, and he took a chance walking away. Good thing he did.
Made the right choice, didn't he? Yeah, that was an interesting I mean, I love music documentaries of any kind.
Me too.
Bands that I don't even like, I still enjoy the process of it. That one was kind of hard to get through. I mean, I watched it and it was interesting at parts, but that was one of those things where you realize that Alanis Morissette was in the right place at the right time, in the right era, and like that was lightning in a bottle right there.
Yeah,
that was perfect storm of so many things to make that happen. You know,
I didn't realize she had that pop career before that. I had no idea.
I did. I knew that. Yeah, that's why
you were a big fan of that of her early work.
Fan of that. Huge fan of Canadian pop. That's why when she blew up so big, I was like, really? Okay. You know, that it kind of, I don't know.
Let me see. I think that might be all I got for things I watched that are worth talking about.
What are all these get off my lawn things you want to get?
Oh God, that? You ready? You ready? Should we start?
You got a huge list of it. This is all going to be about you.
Why, you have nothing?
I mean, it's the same shit. It's the same shit all the time.
Let me see. So, okay, like all right, and I know I touched on this before, but I'm getting fucking sick of this whole cashless thing. All these places going cashless. How is it that you can walk into a place of business to purchase something, but they won't take money? That just drives me crazy. It's driving
And
me.
what is the reason? Is COVID the reason?
They don't really say, I mean, that some places have been saying, yeah, we're making it safer for you because you're not exchanging money. Give me a fucking break. Really?
COVID on the $5 bill in your till.
So now, like, Knott's Berry Farm is going cashless. So, like, if you want to go to Knott's Berry Farm, anything you want to buy in the park, you can't use cash, is apparently what they're doing. And somebody said, I saw people complaining online. Somebody said, well, you can use cash outside the park. There's a kiosk where you can buy a card and put cash like on a. Why do I want to go through that hassle? And then I'm stuck with this card I didn't use all the money on. You know, just fuck that. You know, if you're so freaked out about if you're going to use a card, let them use their credit card. I'm choosing to touch the cash. You know what I mean?
Right. I think cash is going to go away.
Well, I really think that this is being used as an excuse to try to track people and track what I mean, because then if everything goes credit card, seriously, they can track what you're buying, where, when, everything. It'll be, well, Chris Nelson, you bought a pack of smokes at this 7-Eleven on this day. You know, they know everything.
Don't smoke anymore.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not a conspiracy theory guy.
Who's
but
tracking? Well, let me ask you this then. On that note, who's tracking and why?
I don't. Well, it's just like I think it's coming down like the whole thing where you search something on Google and then all of a sudden it starts popping up in your suggestions. They want to get into they want to be able to know how to advertise to you.
It's a monumental algorithm, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we're all being pushed into a fucking algorithm. Fuck that shit. Fuck the man. Let's all move up into the hills with guns.
Don't say that. God damn.
Although, so I'm hearing, I'm a big fan of squaw bread. Not too many places carry it. I don't know if you know this.
That is a hell of a segue, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just found out that you can't call it that no more. Apparently now it's Indian grain. Indian grain. What the fuck, really? I mean, I've been eating squaw bread my whole life, and that is offensive. Is that offensive? Squaw bread is offensive. Really?
Well, you can't call Mr. Potato Head Mr.
Dude, our lives are being pussified. It's so pathetic. Yeah. I'm just so over it. Okay, another thing. Why is it when you go to a restaurant and the waiter or waitress brings you the check at the end of the meal, they always place it face down? Why? Is it because it's going to be some sort of surprise? I mean,
well, no, I think
what's that about?
I have an answer to that. I think. Okay. If you're at dinner, usually you're not by yourself. You're with a significant other, or you're with a group. Okay. Let's say you take the check. Well, I think it's just courtesy that you don't want other people to know how much that check is if you're buying, because it makes them feel a certain way or feel bad or whatever like that. Like you're buying your significant other as well. They put the check face down. So that's not an issue. It's not about money. It's part of the enjoyment of the whole process of you going out to dinner. So it's not about money. And if someone looks down, your significant other or friends look down and see how much it is, then it's a moment that ruins the whole thing of having dinner.
Okay, well, on that same subject, have you noticed lately that when you go to certain restaurants or fast food places or whatever, like say, for example, I've seen this at Panda Express, which is owned by PF Chang's, that when you go to pay for your food, they have the screen that pops up that gives you an option to leave a tip. What am I fucking tipping you for?
Right.
I'm walking up and buying my food. You're not delivering it to me. Why? I've noticed a lot of places lately, a tip option is constantly popping up for
Right.
people that don't do anything other than the normal. You know, if
And
you're a
I'm always
waiter,
paranoid in that situation that if you don't leave a tip, that they're going to do something to your food. Like you go, you order it, you pay for it. If you don't leave a tip, then the guy's back there going, "You didn't fucking tip."
yeah.
You know, and then they, you know, clink, and I don't know.
I'm tired of that shit.
I'm with you. I'm right there with you on that.
Here's another one in the same vein. So I almost every day I go to the same gas station and get a large fountain drink. It's kind of my routine.
You get the thirsty 2-ounce or Diet
I
Coke.
call it the big soda. Actually, their big one's 44 ounce. Thank you.
Right. It's
So-
the thirsty.
The thirst buster.
The thirst buster. The sodium bomb.
So they just raised the price to $1.99, right?
Hmm.
Now, it drives me crazy when I hand them $2 and then they just take it and they don't give me my penny back. Like it's only a penny. Now, but you know what I mean? They don't give me the option. That's my fucking penny. They just like,
Right.
and then they like, oh, do you want your change?
You wanted that penny,
I'm like, yeah,
and then you're the dickhead for wanting your penny back.
exactly.
Yeah.
They have to open the register. It's like, no,
Like,
you should just give it to me. Why am I having to ask for my change? It was only a penny. I figure, you know what?
well, on that note, you know the little jar that's next to it, that next to the counter, usually of like some kind of charity that you can throw your change.
That's where I
in?
always put it in.
Right. So, do you think that they actually give that change to the charity? Do you
Probably
think at
not.
the end of the night that guy just puts it in a bag and takes it home?
Probably.
Takes it to the coin op or whatever that's in.
Probably. Yeah.
Just curious.
See, I've been jotting down everything that bothers me lately.
I need
like,
to do that. I need to jot.
like the tops of super glue bottles. Why do they always get like every time I go to use it, I have to get a fucking nail or a needle out and get in there and open it, you know.
Well, now, do you use the super glue brand or do you use
Gorilla Glue?
Zip Kick?
I use Gorilla Glue. I use Zip Kick after I put something on it.
Right.
But-
or do you use like Zap-A-Gap? Sorry.
I use Gorilla Glue.
Hmm.
But I had the same problem with super glue.
Zap-A-Gap is a superior product.
What is it
the
called?
issue is Zap-A-Gap. They have a thin, medium, and thick version. They're great. That's all we use. That's all I use is Zap-A-Gap. And they have a cool thing, a lid for it that keeps all that stuff from happening. It's great.
All right. Here's another one.
Go. This is all about you.
It's going to be an all get off my lawn episode, pretty much.
I love it. Go.
I'm so sick of lowered cars. Ones that are lowered cars.
Oh,
It seems like I'm always behind these cars that are trying to make a turn where there might be a slight dip and they have to completely go sideways to just go over the it's like if you have to go over a bump, just that you have to go like this to get over it, your car's too low. I'm just fucking.
what is
Stop
the
it.
purpose of having a car that low? Is it style? Is it
Apparently,
they
they think it looks good.
I see.
Yeah, I think they think it looks good, and you know, it's like this whole thing with. I just saw. I think it was Vice maybe did an article on it. Men had pay to have their engines louder, to make their engines louder.
Oh, that drives me insane.
It was a pretty hilarious article.
That's just all about. Well, I think the lowering of a car thing, if you want to psychologically analyze that, isn't that like my penis doesn't hang low, so everything else in my life has to hang low to make up for the fact that my penis doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
That's that.
There you
And then the loud thing is a psychological analyzation of nobody pays attention to me or loves me, so I need to be heard. And the only way I'm going to do that is make my engine loud so everyone knows I'm coming.
Yeah. There's this guy in our neighborhood I think I've talked about him, that has this one of those stereos. My whole house rattles. I can hear him coming from a mile away. It's so infuriating. I just want, and he's got the shittiest car. I've gone outside and stared at him as he's driven by. It's the shittiest car.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know.
Yeah. It's always a Toyota or a fucking Honda that they, it sounds like a leaf blower. And you're just
The
like,
worst.
why?
Do you go to Costco?
Not if I have to. No, absolutely not.
No. Because lately,
I've been there, but no.
Lately, when you go to Costco, I mean, I'm sure it's, you know, other places have like Sam's Club and whatever. Is lately it's just filled with solicitors inside Costco. It seems like every aisle there's some guy standing there in a polo shirt going, "Hey, you got DirecTV?" And then like, you know, yeah, I do. And they'll be like, "Well, great. Let me talk to you about Cox Cable because we should switch you over." You know, it's like, oh, fuck. It's like, no, I've got both. I actually do have both. I really do. And which usually they think I'm lying to them. Like, no, I have Cox Cable and I also have DirecTV for the football package. So leave me alone. I don't want what you're selling. But it's like, fuck, can I just go shopping? Can I just, I'm trying, I see them and I'm like, I avoid them. I actually got hassled by a beggar the other night. There's a guy that's been standing out in front of that gas station mini mart that I go get my drink.
Right.
He's been popping up there on Sunday nights. And he's this big guy, stands by the door holding a sign saying that he's a veteran. And, you know, if I, you know, spare change, whatever. And he opens the door for you. Right. First time I saw him, I was like, you know, I usually don't give money to these people because I've seen so many scams. So, you know, people fucking get in their Mercedes and drive home. But I did. I gave him $1, right? Then the next time I came, like, he opens the door for me. I'm like, fuck. And then I'm leaving. He's like, hey, last time you gave me $1. I'm like, really? Tonight I'm not, you know? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're like, you saw me coming and expect, oh, that guy gave me one. He's going to give me one again. Go find a different corner. Like there's this group of people that have been standing on the corner. They're wearing these colored fluorescent, like yellow shirts. And they're holding these big signs that have a picture of a baby on it. It says, help baby so-and-so. But right. And I've seen them.
Really?
And there's like
holding a sign with a picture of a baby on it.
There's 3 people. They're all wearing fluorescent like windbreakers, they all look color coordinated. They're standing on every corner holding these signs like, woo! And people are giving them money, right? I read online it's a total scam. The whole thing is a scam that they just move, they go around. And now that I've seen them, I'm like, fuck you, your baby. You know, tell your, you know, it's a scam. Like this motherfucker.
You shouldn't be having a baby. If you can't afford to have a baby, don't have a baby.
No. Well, the sign said something like he's got, I don't know, some sort of disease. I don't know.
Of course. Yeah. But you can fuck and have a baby with this disease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just tired of people. I'm just sick of people.
Really,
and how about people just say you're welcome? You know, are people just say thank you to, you know, like I always open the door for people. And you know, I'll open a door for somebody and they just walk past me and I just go, you're welcome. Yeah. I just, you know, it's like, fucking, can't you just say thank you? Somebody opens the door for me. I'm like, thank you. You know, how hard is it to be courteous?
Well, there's no courtesy anymore. That's all gone. Oh, well, a good example is the hospitality business. We'll call it that. I went to check into a hotel when I went recently to a location. I check into the hotel and they have everything wrong. Like the production's supposed to be paying for the room, but they want my credit card to put the cost of the entire room on. I'm like, no. And then they get everything wrong. Like everything they print it out, they give it to me. It's all wrong. And I go, well, this is all wrong. And then they go like this. Oh. I'm like, aren't you in the hospitality business? That's your job. to be hospitable. Your job is to make me happy. That's the sole purpose of your job.
Yeah.
And the moment that you get it wrong and I call you on it, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
And you're going, whoa, how's that work? You charge me $3,000 for $100 bill and I'm the dickhead. Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Please go on.
And I love how now whenever I go and pay cash somewhere, if I hand somebody even a $20 bill, they're like it's almost like a production. Like you're just like you suddenly feel like you're a criminal. Like they're holding in a. So now I do a thing when they give me the change back. If it's like $1, I hold it up and I'll look at it. And I was like, yeah, how's that feel? Yeah, I'm making sure you're giving me back real money too.
It's because the way you look. Sure,
I figured so much, but I don't know.
You look like a counterfeiter.
I do.
You look like Willem Dafoe in To Live and Die in LA. That's what
you know, I went, Nay and I went to Chick-fil-A the other night because she was raving about these peppermint milkshakes that were actually pretty damn good, gotta say.
Okay.
And I guess they're seasonal for Christmas.
Well, yeah.
And I went into the restroom and I'm using the toilet and I noticed right across from the toilet.
Was it number 1 or number 2?
It was a dose. That's the only reason I was in the stall. But in the stall, they had the baby changing station, like in the stall. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and some moron has carved their fucking gang bullshit into the baby changing station. Like, who does that? Who's like, dude, this is badass, dog.
What's the end game of that? That someone's going to go change their baby and go, oh.
Like somebody's going to go in there to change their baby and go, who's claiming, cuz? You know, like they're going to get riled up, toss the baby. Fucking, I don't know. It's like, amazing. I think there's a more like badass place to carve your fucking gang bullshit. Yeah. Not a baby station. It's like,
talk about insecure. Jesus.
All right. I'm gonna one last one.
Go.
I'm sick to death of these fucking videos.
To death.
I'm sick to death.
You're riddled with sickness.
I want you to, I'm calling a call out to YouTube right now to take down every one of these stupid videos of people that do that thing where they're just like, and then they go, boom, and then they're like, made up, and they're
the transformation,
transformation, like it's some average looking girl who then boom, and then suddenly she's a glamorous model. Enough of that. Stop it with that. We've seen too many. I'm over it.
It's
this
cool.
Boom bullshit.
It was never cool.
It wasn't cool the first time I saw it.
I'm sick of TikTok. I'm just going to jump in on that. Everything is TikTok. I don't even know what TikTok. I don't go to it. I don't know what that is, but
I don't care about it.
All I see are people creating TikTok content.
I'm so over TikTok. I got an electric clock. Doesn't even make a TikTok anymore. It's
that was
digital.
That was a dad joke right there.
I know. I got tons of those. Thank you. I will now powder my balls while I'm.
Well, I am considering doing a TikTok and just like doing the most ludicrous, weird, surreal, like stuff. I don't know. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Fuck TikTok.
Fuck TikTok.
Fuck all this stuff. Fuck this YouTube. Fuck everything.
This YouTube.
Get off my YouTube.
He's all, fuck YouTube.
Get off my YouTube.
The platform that we exist on.
Yeah.
Fuck this joint.
I'm out. So I don't know. I got nothing. So it's been a sad. It's been. I have to say. I was.
Are you going to bring it down again?
I'm going to bring it down again. I was really, really bummed out when I
Mickey Dolenz.
Not Mickey Dolenz. Mike.
No, Mike.
Don't try to kill Mickey Dolenz.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I think of the Monkees. I think of Mickey Dolenz, but you're right, Mike Nezmuth. Yeah.
Literally 3 weeks ago, he played a concert.
Wow.
At the Greek Theater.
Just goes to show you, man. You never know. Could be toast. Next week, I could be like, And you're going to be like, we just did a Christmas show. You don't know. You don't know. Live your best life.
But it's just such a bummer because like I was a big Monkees fan and
yeah, I was too.
I was lucky enough to meet all four of them. I got a really cool 8x10. I had each one signed at 4 different times, and it's just crazy to think there's only one left.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
Yeah, it is. He produced a movie that I love very much that not a lot of people talk about called Tapeheads.
Oh yeah, John Cusack, Tim Robbins.
I love Tapeheads. I love Tapeheads. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's a strange film, but you know, very much from the mind of Mike Nezmuth, and it was. I was a big Monkees fan as well. Yeah, that's sad. And Anne Rice died.
Yeah, wasn't a fan.
Me neither.
I'm
sure
shedding,
she's a very lovely
not
lady.
shedding a single tear for Anne Rice.
Well,
Michael Nezmuth, super bummed.
I agree.
But I mean, I'm sad for anybody that passes away. But yeah,
I'm not sad for the people that pass away because they're dead. But I'm sad for their families.
I guess there you go.
And friends. And loved
That's
ones.
true.
Yeah.
But you know, another thing a lot of people don't know is that Mike Nezmuth made the very first music video ever. He was the originator of the music video.
This is true.
Back in 1977 was his first music video. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize he's the guy that did it first.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I actually went and saw it at the drive-in. My dad was a big fan that his movie Elephant Parts. Did you ever see it?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, he was an innovative dude, and
he was,
you know, talented guy, and yes, his mother did invent liquid paper. It is a true story. A lot of people used to say that he invented liquid paper, but it was his mother.
Interesting artist, I think, that just didn't fit in with he you know, couldn't figure out that line of art and commerce. You know, I think he was just an artist, so to speak. Very bizarre, interesting artist, and that's cool. And there are so many of those guys like that who are artists that don't find that niche or don't find that payoff, that will go uncelebrated, unfortunately. Since you're bringing it down, I'm going to bring it down lower.
Oh, I do have a final rant. This one, I just got this in the mail from FedEx. That? It's a bill from FedEx. I just got
this. Please tell me this is about the thing that they lost during the convention.
Well, yes and no, because I fought them for months, right? They basically shut me down. I went through all these hoops for them to tell me, sorry, we're not giving you a refund. It was $189. Right. Well, in a strange twist, I've just received a bill for $204 from FedEx for a.
Wow, that's balls. FedEx has balls.
Yeah. This is for. What does they say? It's for a duty and tax invoice for an item I bought overseas. They sent me an invoice for and I really don't know. I mean, I want to call them and tell them to go fuck themselves and say, hey, you know, the $189 you owe me, let's call it even.
Right.
But I got a feeling if I don't pay this, I'll get a collection agency after me.
Yes, you will.
And it'll just make it worse.
I think you should call them and give them that option. I'm willing to bet it might work.
I don't think I could ever. I don't think I could.
In summer school, you know, remember in summer school when those guys wrote the really great letter and got free sunglasses? Remember?
Yeah.
Might be like that.
I highly doubt it because FedEx sucks. I will never use FedEx again.
They suck.
After this experience, they lost my business forever.
And they left Tom Hanks on a desert island for
Right?
years.
Yeah. So don't fuck with Tom Hanks. And Peter Scalera too, another one we lost.
Oh, that was really, I was bummed about that.
Bosom buddies, man.
Bosom buddies. Bosom buddies.
Dude, I loved Bosom Buddies.
Yeah. He was in That Thing You Do, one of my favorite movies, briefly.
Very briefly.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's a good movie.
Speaking of which,
yes.
I was thinking about you the other night. We took Tina to the Orange Circle, and I was like, man, I really got to get Chris over here. He would love this. I mean, it's so cool right now too, because it's all decorated for Christmas too.
What is it?
The place where they shot That Thing You Do, most of it. Remember I told you that has all the cool antique stores?
Yeah.
Oh man, we got to go there. We need to carve out a day.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do it.
You keep saying that, but yet it just doesn't happen.
Well, you're a pretty busy guy too.
I'll go tomorrow.
Let's go. Oh, I'll go tomorrow. I'll get your toe.
I'll get your toe right now. Get your toe with polish.
Get your toe with polish by 3:00. What else we got?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but did you know that YouTube basically, I don't know why they just didn't do away with it completely, but the dislike button, you now no longer can see how many people dislike your video.
Really?
But the dislike button is still there. Now, I heard that you as the creator can go to see it, but I still haven't seen where you can see it. It's just there, dislike. So people can hit it. You can hit dislike, but the regular viewer of our show can't go and see how many dislikes we have. Not that it was ever a big deal. We get a few here and there, but it's
so they want people to be able to vent and express their opinion,
yet not be seen.
But not be seen because it's too negative.
Isn't that funny that
this is the world we live in, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like, really, that is the thing that that's the least of our worries, the dislike button.
Wow. They put a lot of weight on the dislike button, meaning I guess a lot of people do care about that though. I don't know. It's more interesting if you do get a dislike.
I think it's funny when we get them.
You love them. You love those things, especially when guys go off and then you answer. That's my favorite thing to read.
I should read a couple comments.
That'd be lovely. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Because we had. Let's see. I know we had some good comments on here. I'll just pick a couple good ones.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. Michael, the homicidal maniac, said, "You guys are one hell of an antidepressant." That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
He's from Australia.
I love my friends from down under. I love those guys. Those guys are great. Good on you.
I'm hoping I think there might be hoping there's like some negative ones in here.
Are you just looking for the negative ones now?
Kind of. But let me see.
That's kind of a good thing. Let's just read the shitty comments and then call them out. And then maybe some of the people that actually do like us will go to them and give them a hard time for not liking us.
I like everyone get ready said, "I'm with Sean on the cash. Always my preferred method." Remember, I was talking about that the last episode.
Yes.
I'm all about the green. Let's see. Everybody a lot of people are on here saying the guy that Sean's talking about is Dr. Woofula. I guess I didn't know his name. But I knew I'd seen. I was hoping I could find. I saw something that was negative, I thought.
I got a horror hound thing from you.
I'm sorry?
This you gave me.
The magazine?
Yeah, should I open this or keep it sealed?
No, that's just the shipping bag. It got shipped to my house. So.
Am I going to be pissed off if I read this?
It does say that you're no Tom Savini. But, other than that, they were very complimentary.
Oh, darn.
I don't know. I was hoping there were some good ones in here.
Fat face.
I guess not.
No negative. No negative comments. Find that hard to believe.
Well, you know, we were gonna do a subject. Remember, we were talking about like maybe top 5 concerts.
Hey, look at that.
Did you pay for that?
I did not.
That's kind of cool, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Top 5 concerts.
That might have got us 2 more subscribers. I don't know. We were talking about like top 5 concerts, or like we were gonna have a subject. Remember, we were also
gonna have
maybe
a subject
Christmas
and a
movies.
guest.
Christmas movies.
Christmas movies.
Should
Are we doing that?
You want to do like top 5 Christmas movies, or maybe just some Christmas movie suggestions for the people? I don't know. What is your all-time favorite Christmas movie? What is like your hands down have to watch it every Christmas?
Christmas Story.
Yeah, mine too.
Got to. I don't care how many times you've seen it or what you think about it or if you're sick of it or not. You know you're going to watch it. You know that you're like, God, I've seen this movie 1,000 times and I know exactly how it plays out. But you have to watch it because it's so warm and entertaining and comforting. And it's the perfect movie to lie on the couch under a blanket with a snack or meal, and it's so great. It's just great. Morning, afternoon, or night. It's just wonderful. So I would say Christmas Story is my number one.
And how crazy is it that Bob Clark isn't more of a household name? The guy arguably created the greatest Christmas movie of all time and the greatest Christmas horror movie of all time.
Of all time, yeah.
In Black Christmas, but yet he's not up there with like Carpenter or Romero. It's like Clark just sounds dull.
Clark.
So, I mean, that's a pretty white bread name, Bob Clark.
Bob Clark. You can't get any more generic than that.
Yeah.
But no, that I would say Christmas Story is my number one. Just off the top of my head, I'm a Trading Places guy. Trading Places.
Yeah. I don't always think of that one when I think of Christmas, but yeah, that's one I should put on this year.
Trading Places, Bad Santa.
The Ref.
The Ref is great.
Yeah, the Ref is underrated movie.
I 100% agree. The Ref is a really good, highly entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, true. 4 Christmases kills me. I don't really like too many of the newer ones. I know it's at this point it's older, but that movie, Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon, dude, when he goes to his parents' house, his dad and his brother, the UFC fighter that John Favreau that keeps like putting him in headlocks, and oh my God,
I've only seen that movie once.
You should give it another shot. It kills me every time that when they're just gonna try to avoid everybody and go on a trip to Hawaii, and they got their fucking Hawaiian shirts on, and the news person goes, "Where are you going this Christmas?" And he's like freezes on camera, and he's all,
We're live on the air. You certainly look dressed for vacation.
We take it, and then we take the trips. And then we take take the different trip.
he starts mumbling like these, and they're like, "What?" Because he's on TV and he's busted, basically.
I know as a horror fan, I'm supposed to say Silent Night, Deadly Night. I know I'm supposed to say that. And I love that movie, but not in my top 5.
No, it's not top 5, but it's
Christmas
fun.
movies.
It's
Christmas
fun.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Got to do Christmas Vacation.
I want to go see, you know what? I wonder how late it's going tonight. The Christmas Vacation House. Have you heard about it in La Mirada?
Oh.
There's a guy that did his house up just like Christmas Vacation, even built like a fake second story to make the house look exactly like the one in the movie.
Wow.
Has the Winnebago out front that he has like look it up online. It's pretty cool. And
that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I wanna go see it. It's it's open to the public. It's just a public street. Just that looks pretty cool. Let me see what other ones.
Scrooged.
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas, Scrooged. Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas, of course. Yeah, Scrooged.
Um,
It's a Wonderful Life. You gotta like that movie. I mean,
Miracle on 34th Street. It's cute. It's heartwarming. Come on.
All right. Okay. I mean, we're just basically naming every Christmas movie that there is. We're like, here's our favorites. Everything.
Well, there's Christmas movies I don't like. I mean, there are.
Like,
I'm not a big fan of the Santa Claus movies.
oh no,
Alan?
God, no.
Yeah.
Those are no.
I remember how disappointed when I saw that Martin Short was playing Jack Frost. I got super stoked. I went to the theater just because of Martin Short, and I was so let down.
Yeah,
because I wanted him to be, I just wanted it to be more Martin Shortish, but it was too kiddie.
I did an elf makeup on Martin Short. Did I tell you that? Did we talk about this?
I was super jealous.
It was amazing. I'm a fan of okay, I know what everyone's going to do right now, and I especially know what you're going to do, but Love Actually. I'm a fan of Love Actually. I like it. I like a good romantic comedy, man. That's my guilty pleasure. I like it. I don't care. Have a heart.
Home Alone. It's cute.
It's cute. I don't ever need to see it again.
I don't really either.
You know, it's a Christmas movie. The Sure Thing.
I didn't even think about that. And that's I love that movie.
I love that movie. Love The Sure Thing. It's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Didn't think.
Boom. I just pulled that out.
There's something else recently I was thinking, that's a Christmas movie, but it doesn't get really talked about being a Christmas movie. Fast Times has a whole Christmas segment.
There's a Christmas segment in it. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
not themed around Christmas.
How fucking long do I have to wait? Let's see what else. I'm looking at my shelf trying to find things. Oh, Jaws 4 is a good Christmas movie. Jaws the Revenge.
Not something I think about when I think of Christmas.
Is a Christmas film. That's what we should be doing. Movies that are they or are they not Christmas? Jaws 4 is a Christmas film.
Or movies that are Christmas movies, but they're the worst Christmas movies ever.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Pick any Hallmark Christmas movie.
Well, we were talking about that this weekend, remember?
Those Hallmark movies freak me out. They freak me out. The other night I couldn't sleep. And I threw a Hallmark movie on because I like to torture myself and hate watch stuff. So I put that on a Hallmark Channel movie. It was a Christmas movie. Wow, what is wrong with you people? And these movies are like really popular, and they make them like they churn them out because so many people watch them. They're so bad. Holy shit with the Hallmark movies. And it's weird, like Stepford Wives, like all the women look the same and all the guys look the same and they all have the same wardrobe, and it's so bizarre. And they even had a Halloween one recently about a witch, but the witch was some really hot MILF that, was wearing LL Bean sweaters, and you're like, oh, what the fuck is like this shit? That's the stuff that is horrifying to me. There's no horror movie that anyone could ever make that is as horrifying as a Hallmark movie, and why they make them and who they make them for. That's terrifying to me. Anyway.
Okay. Do you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
I do not.
Is there a reason you don't like it, or just
no? I just never. I never really clicked with it.
Oh my God!
Sat and watched it. I get it, but I mean, it wasn't one of those. It's not like I dislike it. It's just not something.
It's funny. I was thinking about last night. I was watching the latest episode that aired last night, and it almost seems like every episode of Curb, he does a "get off my lawn." There's because I mean, the whole character Larry David, he's just everything.
That's all he is.
Yeah.
Right.
And there was one that bothers the fuck out of me last night. In the episode last night, that was like a perfect "get off my lawn" that was in the show. Was people that leave a huge gap in a line when you're waiting and when you're waiting at line and like the register, and then the person in front, like the other person moves up, and then they don't move up, and there's like this huge gap.
Right.
And he says, I'm gonna say something to her, so, there's a gap here, you move up, and they're like, I'm keeping I'm fine right here, and he gets in a full argument with the person, and it's like, that bothers me. Gap in a line to the checkout counter, or a gap, they leave a gap when they're in the car, like you could almost just pull your car in front of them.
The car I get the car thing.
But but at the store though, if you're so far back that the people behind you are having a hard time getting in the line,
right?
Fucking move up,
I agree. Yeah.
But anyway, get off Larry David's lawn.
And don't watch Hallmark movies.
No. I'm sure
Even though that's where my career will end. I'll end up. My career will end working on the Hallmark Halloween special with John Schneider.
The Michael Myers Christmas.
By that time, that's what it will turn into. Michael Myers will be a Hallmark movie. They'll buy the rights.
That would be a twist. Think about that. Think about
awesome.
Lori is waiting. She thinks he's been gone, and all of a sudden, on
Massachusetts,
December 25th, Michael steps in a frame wearing a Santa hat.
Yeah,
and
they fall in love. They fall in love.
Yep, a Hallmark original. How she became Lori Myers.
Exactly.
I think that could be good. What do you think is the best modern day Christmas film you've seen? Like what's the most modern one that you've really liked?
Elf. I love Elf. That's on my top list. But I would say if I'm going to think of a modern Christmas movie, Elf is the first one that comes to mind. It's a classic. Like
I want to see that 8-bit Christmas that's out right now. I've heard it's called 8-bit Christmas. It's supposed to be very similar to Christmas Story, but takes place in the 80s, and the kids trying to get a Nintendo instead of the
guy. That sounds good. Yeah. Is that out?
Yeah, I guess Neil Patrick Harris is star of it. I think it's on Netflix.
It's a Hallmark show.
Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
I think it's something like that.
That sounds interesting. I'd watch that.
Yeah. I might watch it tonight. Who knows?
Me too. Yeah.
Oh, you just got me too'd.
You got me too'd.
Me too.
Me too. Oh. 8-bit Christmas.
8-bit Christmas. Yeah.
All right.
Because you recommended it, I watched Free Guy.
I didn't recommend that.
You did. You on the last episode. You said you watched it and how much you like Ryan Reynolds, and you said it was good.
I did not say that. I said the only good thing
drop in the clip here. Now I gotta watch the
good thing about it was Ryan Reynolds. That's the only good
I'm gonna go back and we'll see if I drop it.
Okay, I backed that up.
Okay.
There's no way in hell that I would sit there and go, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it's for video game people. No, I remember what I said.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was literally.
I was jerking off on Ambien. That's fun too. But
it was literally.
You shouldn't do it, but you shouldn't do it.
I've done that. It's literally. There's nothing worse though when you pass out and
I know.
In front of the computer with the porn going.
Yeah.
It was kind of like the video game version of Truman Show in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I didn't, and you had mentioned how funny it was, the big Ophi version of him. That was hilarious.
That was the best part. That was good stuff. Yeah.
He's like, oh.
I watched The Burbs again the other day because I can't not watch The Burbs. Not
I
that
like
has
the.
anything.
I'm not. You know,
I love The Burbs.
I like it. Rick Dugeman is the. It just ruins that
He's-
movie for me.
I 100% agree with
If
you.
he wasn't in it, it would be a classic.
I 100% agree with you. If they recast that role, it would be a completely, utterly different movie, and it would have gone down in history as a great movie.
His
Yeah.
character he is so annoying in that movie.
Annoying. Yeah. I 100% agree. Yeah.
And may he rest in peace.
Did he die?
He's been dead for a little while. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
All right.
Yep. Sorry.
There you have it.
Um.
And on that note,
Well, since I brought it up, let's do top 5 concerts. Since I brought it up, let's just
okay.
like
We're doing top 5s. All right.
it don't have to be in order. I mean, my number 1 is Kiss 1979 Dynasty Tour because it changed my life.
Okay.
And no matter, I was 9, so in my mind, it was the most amazing thing I ever saw. If I watched it today, I'd probably be like, "Yeah, that's pretty cool," you know.
Right. Yeah.
But at that time, when they rose out from the stage, you know, each member and they had the colored light on each one, and they're all like this with their fists up, and
Yeah.
I was like,
You're done.
Gene Simmons flew his guitar, you know, Ace's guitar flew in the air and he shot it down. I mean, I was just blown away. I mean,
Yeah.
But what's your
Right.
number 1?
My number 1. Well, it was Kiss.
Yeah.
I saw him in 1978.
Love Gun Tour?
Yeah. My sister took me to see it. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah. I wish I could have seen Love Gun.
It was amazing. It was superheroes and comic books and horror movies and glam, and it was everything that I thought it would be and more. And it was the epitome of the way that I view Kiss. I mean, it was just great.
Your sister, after she got you drunk, she got you laid.
Yeah.
It was just the
Yeah.
ultimate night.
It was the ultimate night.
I mean,
They should have made a movie about it. I mean, Detroit Rock City should have been the night that I had that night.
what a
That's what the
what a disappointing movie that was.
It really was, wasn't it?
I so badly wanted Detroit Rock City to be my Dazed and Confused. Like,
Yeah.
I
me
want it
too.
to be Dazed and Confused with the Kiss element woven in, and it.
I think somebody should make the ultimate Kiss movie after Gene Simmons dies, so he has no input whatsoever.
No.
But anyway, sorry. That was rude.
Yeah. Probably my number 2 concert would be Roger Waters' The Wall tour.
Hmm.
It's insane.
That's a good
It's
one.
my favorite album of all time, and to get to see him perform it and that show was just bonkers. So.
Number two for me would be David Bowie. Was it Modern Love Tour? Is that what it was called? Or was it Serious Moonlight? What was that called?
Or maybe it was Playing with Gasoline.
No, it wasn't. I think it was the Modern Love Tour. I saw David Bowie in the 80s, and it was amazing.
He's one of my regrets. I never saw him.
Fucking David Bowie. It's amazing.
Never saw him.
Oh,
You know what? I just realized as we're talking, we never answered that guy's question about favorite Vincent Price movie or character.
House of Wax for me.
I think you're right. I think I have to go with you on that one.
Yeah, it's House of Wax.
The
House of
Fly.
Wax.
The Fly.
The Fly. Oh, The Fly.
House of Wax.
I'm going House of Wax.
House on Haunted Hill is just so.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
But anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, House on Haunted Hill. Yeah.
Last Man on Earth.
There's so many. His cookbook.
Mm.
We own his cookbook. I bought Stephanie a vintage Vincent Price original pressing cookbook.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You know, I have 2 of his cooking records.
Oh,
Where he
really?
he tells the recipes.
Oh my God, I would love to hear those.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yes, put in some basil.
Lord.
They put in the paprika.
Number 3, go.
Number 3. Oh boy, it's tough. I would have to say probably Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love tour. When they hadn't transitioned into the Shout the Devil outfits yet, they were opening for Kiss, Creatures of the Night. And because I was a huge Crue fan, and seeing them the first time, that first album, that was just an amazing show for me. So I'll put that up. I almost want to put that as that night, because it was Motley and then Kiss and Creatures. So it was as a show, that night was epic. Right.
That's a good one. I'm going Van Halen, 1984.
Never saw them either.
Wow. Jump. I don't know. It was Van Halen. I've seen Van Halen a lot, but I'd say the 1984 Van Halen was amazing. It's my thing. That was my jam. And it wasn't even the 1984 songs. It was all this other stuff, the older stuff that they played. And that's when David Lee Roth was still actually trying to sing the songs, not scatting through them.
Scatting.
Because he started scatting. Skibbity bop, fair warning. He'd get 2 words. And that was it. But yeah. Number 4, go.
Number 4. I think I'd have to go with actually Roger Waters' last tour. Us and them.
I saw that one.
That was insane.
That was a good one. Yeah.
The fucking the power plant thing just happens right in front of in the middle of the arena. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Dude, that guy puts on a show.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. I think I'd go with that. I saw that one twice. I saw it in LA, then I saw it again in Melbourne when we were in Melbourne, Australia. Just happened to be playing. We were in town doing a Walking Dead convention, and I heard it's what, Roger Waters is playing tonight? And I mentioned the promoter, and the promoter goes, "Oh, I know the promoter for that venue." And he hooked us all up. It was me and Tom Payne and Nay and a few other clients, Michael Trenor, a bunch of us went, a big Walking Dead group went, and everybody was just holy shit when they saw it. Yeah. Because I told
that was a good one.
I built it up pretty. I'm you guys got to see this. It's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
And they were all wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that tour. It was great.
Number 4.
Your number 4? My number 4?
Yeah.
Does this count? I don't know if this counts. I saw the Danny Elfman in The Nightmare Before Christmas at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
With the Los Angeles Philharmonic, and it was unbelievable. I cried. As soon as it opened, The Nightmare Before Christmas, dun, 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 and that was all live, and they played the movie at the same time. I literally started weeping. It was so monumental. And that was the night that Catherine O'Hara came out and sang, Paul Rubens came out and sang. So it was and at the historic Hollywood Bowl, I would say it was unbelievable.
Yeah, we just saw that show. We just saw that show a couple weeks ago at the new where the sports arena used to be.
Right.
Whatever the hell that venue's called.
Down by the Forum, right?
Bank of Los Angeles or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, right next door to the LA Coliseum. So right next to each other.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of the new Ram Stadium.
Right.
SoFi.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's called Bank of California Arena. And it's where the sports arena used to be, where the Clippers played. They tore that down and built this. It's right next door to the LA Coliseum. They're literally you can throw a rock at one or the other. They're so close. So number 5 for me. Number 5. Boy, this is tough because I've been
It's
to some
tough.
epic ones, man.
Yeah, it's tough. I've been to a lot of shows.
I know I'm totally forgetting like a monumental one that I'm just gonna go.
Absolutely.
I'd have to look at my ticket stub.
This is it. This is the top 5 for now that we can remember at the moment.
Off the top of our heads, top 5.
Exactly. Go. Don't judge. Go. First one. Go.
I'm bouncing some in my head here. Hold on.
All right.
You
want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to go off the top of my head because there's monumental amount of shows that I've seen. I could go Pretenders. I could go. I'm going to go. It's a toss up between Queens of the Stone Age, which was a fucking amazing show. Although I did see the Monsters of Rock show at the Coliseum that had.
Well, if we're talking lineups, like if we're going to do like this whole show, then that would probably change things a little bit. But
that would change things. Okay.
But no, you can do that because I did that with Motley Crue and Kiss. I did that. Go ahead. You can do that.
Well, it's a toss-up between Queens of the Stone Age on the Villains tour, Monsters of Rock, which I saw Kingdom Come, Dokken, Scorpions, Metallica, and Van Halen. That was at the LA Coliseum. Or, oddly enough, the Cars. I saw the Cars.
Another band I missed that I wish
in the early 80s, and they were awesome. So those are, I don't know. That's my toss up for number 5. I'm throwing those out there. I carpet bombed.
I know I'm going to forget somebody that was on this lineup, but they used to have this at, I don't know if you even knew about them, but remember Rip Magazine?
Yeah, sure.
Rip Magazine used to throw a big party every year at the Hollywood Palladium, and they would have epic lineups. And one year, and getting tickets to it was near impossible. Somehow I was able to get tickets every time. And one year, the headliner was Faith No More. It was like right when Faith No More was blowing up. But the lineup was Funhouse, Masters of Reality, Bang Tango, Motorhead, Megadeth, Faith No More, Ozzy, Guns N' Roses, Skid Row, and Metallica, all on the same day. Now, mind you, crazy. Most of those bands came out and did like 2-3 songs.
Right.
Faith No More played a full set.
Right.
But I just remember every time somebody else walked on, like, fucking Metallica, fucking Ozzy, we're just like, Megadeth. I mean, it was like, it just kept, it didn't stop. And that was Friday, November 9th, 1990.
Wow.
Hollywood Palladium. Rip anniversary.
At the Palladium. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Small venue.
I know. That's why it was so hard to get tickets. And you never knew they never told you who was going to be playing.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
So it was a bit of a...
I did leave out my Metallica concert that I went to see with Quentin Tarantino at the Coliseum. But I told that story.
What year was that? What tour? Do you remember?
That's a good question. Kill Bill had just recently come out. So it might have been Saint Anger.
All right. I have to... I'm switching my number 5. As I just saw the one that reminded me of this night was so fucking epic. I actually cried. I mean, I was so overwhelmed. So this should probably be my number 3.
You're in a glass case of emotion.
I was.
Which was?
Hold on. I'm going to read it here. I just had it. This was the K-Rock 4th annual Weenie Roast at Irvine Meadows.
4th Weenie Roast.
It was the 4th annual.
Yeah.
And it was Everclear, Garbage, Korn, No Doubt. But this was the very first show, the test show that Kiss played in makeup, all original members before they did the reunion tour.
Right,
Dude.
right.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it right now. That moment, I cried, dude, because
I
I had
remember
been
that
waiting
show.
for this so long, and to be there the first time it happened.
Yeah, I remember that show. I remember when that show was announced.
Yeah, I heard the cool thing. I heard rumor that Kiss might play, and I went and bought tickets, and just on the whim that they might. And dude, and they had. At the back of Irvine Meadows, they had the giant inflatable like destroyer figures of each one. And it was just amazing. That was crazy. And that was the night that they hadn't done it. Like it was like the test show. They set the stage on fire. And like literally the pyro set the overhang thing on fire, and ash was falling on us, and they stopped the show. And we're all they're telling people to evacuate. And we're like,
no.
And we're like, but should we? Is this going to be one of those things you see where we tried to get the people to leave, and then the stage collapsed on them and they died? But they put it out, and then Kiss came back out and finished the show. But I remember my buddy Kevin Baldus, who plays bass for Lit, he had tickets way up in the nosebleeds, and I had 2 tickets down, like I was pretty close to the front. I was like maybe 12th row or something, and I did the ticket switch thing and got him down there, and that was fun. And then the motherfucker ends up opening for them just like 2 years later or whatever.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
good stuff. I remember that show. I remember that was a big ticket. That was a big ticket show.
Yeah, and then they played the Forum 3 nights in a row, and I went to all 3 of those. But
I went to that show.
Yeah, that was epic. So that I have to put, just because of how monumental that was. Another monumental moment, this is not part of the top 5, but just bringing it up and having to do with Kiss, was the very first official Kiss convention at the Burbank Airport Marriott, where they did their acoustic show.
Yeah.
Peter Criss showed up and went up there and did 3 songs with them. And it was the first time he had been on stage with them since 1979. And that was a pretty amazing moment to witness live.
Sure. Yeah. Because Peter Criss lives in Burbank or North Hollywood, or did.
He did.
At that time.
Yeah, he's in Jersey now, I believe.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. But no, those,
All right.
The
Good
cool
times.
thing about being old is we got to see better shows.
Right. We got to see better shows. Not like now.
Is that somebody outside of your house, or is that a reflection of Steph inside the house? I just saw somebody in the window. I don't know if it was.
Maybe there is someone outside I'm unaware of. No, shouldn't be.
Okay.
Meh.
You may want to check. All right. Well, I think we've exhausted our concert experiences.
We have, indeed.
And you're getting tired.
I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I got to get up and go to work.
Where are you going?
I got to go make stuff.
You got to walk out your back door and make stuff, or are you actually going somewhere?
No, I have to go to a shop and make stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yes, I will be working diligently through the holidays in order to prepare movie magic for next year. All right. Well, I hope that everybody out there has a wonderful, 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 happy, Merry Christmas and Hanukkah and all that stuff. Be kind to each other. Be nice to each other. Enjoy the holiday season. Take stock in what you got, not what you don't. And eat some cookies.
I'm going to give
obviously.
these to Nay and Tina and see what they think.
There you go. But have a great Christmas, everybody. Have a great holiday season.
Merry thing with 2 headsmas.
Merry things with 2 headsmas. Yes.
Oh,
and we'll be back hopefully with a New Year's recap, of the year, and maybe some info of what's to come in the new year. Some interesting.
You can't talk about. You're not allowed.
That I can't talk about.
So I'm working on a movie that I can't talk about.
Oh, speaker.
Beaker. Let's bring Beaker up to say hi.
No, he's walking around.
Okay.
Let him do his thing.
I don't know what I was gonna say, but anyway, yeah, we'll hopefully, we'll have a New Year's show of some sort. Maybe do our, I don't know, top 10.
We should do
I
it.
just saw him pass in the background.
There he is. He's right there. We should do a live New Year's show
on New Year's Eve.
How
A
terrible
countdown.
would that be?
Nobody would watch it. Oh, what
Nobody
I was
would
gonna
watch it.
say is, I was thinking about possibly trying to put the shirt designs back up on my TeePublic's page, but not call them Thing with Two Heads.
Oh, there you go.
And maybe we won't have any
That'll work.
problems.
Okay.
Hey guys, just want to jump in here real quick to remind you, our shirt store is up online, tpublic.com/user/malfunction. Go there. We got a bunch of new thing with who. We got a bunch of. Come check it out. We got a bunch of Thing with Two Head designs, all kinds of designs, more designs you know what to do with. Horror's Hollow Grounds designs. There's Hallowed's Hollow Grounds designs. You can get mugs, you can get shirts, you can get stickers, you can get a onesie for a baby. You can get a notebook. You can get a throw rug. You can get pretty much anything you want. So get on there. TeePublic.com/user/malfunction.
Yeah, go
I could
for
just
it.
call it TTWTH.
There you go. Yeah.
Just see.
Well, we got that one guy's graphic, the pumpkin one. That's awesome.
Yeah, he sent a few.
Let's do that one.
Oh, let's do that.
Oh, let's do that.
I could just do all of them. They were all
Yeah.
good. Just throw
Yeah.
them all up.
Throw them all up.
You guys decide what you want to wear.
You guys go ahead and pick one. Buy a shirt.
Because there's no fucking
Be
way
part
we're
of
ever
it.
going to get around to actually printing them.
Be part of the cool kids table.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody should, and imagine that's what everybody wants for Christmas, and we're depriving them the rights to purchase this
Yeah,
thing,
we're depriving gifts.
which is just
Christmas
un-American.
cheer.
It's un-American.
It's un-American. America.
Marco.
Merry Christmas. Look, there's Beaker.
Yep.
Made
Speaker
an
alert.
appearance. Beaker. Come here, buddy. Look, there he goes. Watch.
Is he coming?
Yeah, watch.
He coming?
Beaker.
There he goes.
There he is. Watch.
Beaker's ass.
All right, everybody. Merry Christmas. Be
Merry
good to
Christmas.
each other. Have a good holiday. Talk to you on the other side.
All right. See you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Okay. Enough of this nonsense. All right, so I got some in the mail. Some people sent, self-addressed stamp. What? Did you just take a bite of a bad part?
Yeah. Moving on.